I work hard to earn my pay, and I saved real big today at All-American Ford.
All right. Hey, everyone. It's Jason Savino, the marketing director for the All-American Auto Group. This is the All-American Auto Mall and Old Bridge Updates podcast. This is going to be a quick one today. We got a lot going on. It was the last day of the month yesterday, so that's always a crazy day. It's the first day of the month today, obviously, October 1st. So gearing up for October, and two major events coming up this month that I'll talk about quickly at the end. This is episode 57 of this weekly podcast. So last week, I kind of just went over some weekly updates. There was some cool Ford news where they talked about the Ford Bronco Sport and the Ford Mach-E shining in the latest J.D. Power appeal study. I talked about the pre-production beginning of the F-150 Lightning, and also the fact that Ford teased out a video of the all-new Ford Bronco Raptor. I also talked about the Expedition Timberland series. So that was episode 56 that I recorded last week. So let's get started with this week. This week it's just going to be some updates and events. I'm going to focus on Subaru for a little bit here, but we have our Cutest Pet Contest was announced. So we're doing it again, bringing it back by popular demand. It's very popular 2 years ago when we had our last Petapalooza on site. So on October 9th, which is next Saturday already, a week from tomorrow, we're going to be having our Petapalooza 2021. It's a pet adoption day here at All American Subaru in Old Bridge. We have one every single year. Last year with COVID, we switched it from an on-site event to a video series. So that was great. That's still on YouTube. A lot of great information in that. A lot of awesome pets got highlighted for adoption. That was a really fun video series to do last year. So this year we're bringing back the adoption day here in our All-American Subaru Old Bridge showroom. So it's going to be in person, on site, however you want to put it. Next Saturday, October 9th from 11 to 3 p.m. And basically we're doing a on-site live Cutest Pet Contest. So bring your pets, and if you want, put them in Halloween costumes. That's what some folks did the last time around. We're going to have a table with some judges, and basically, the dogs are going to walk, or cats as well, in a line, and we'll score them, we'll grade them quick, and then we'll have some fun with the winners. And there's some great prizes: $500 gift card for first place, and then there's a lot of different cool prizes that our radio station partner NJ1015 had secured. So the winners and what place you come in, there's going to be 4 places. We'll get to choose those prizes. So we look forward to that event next Saturday. It's always a great one. A lot of animals usually get adopted. There's going to be a ton of cats and dogs here. A lot of great adoption agencies are coming out. So that's great to see. Our main adoption partner agency is Sammy's Hope. So Sammy's Hope is a great organization. They help us out a lot with the pet event each year, and the goal is obviously to get these animals adopted. Speaking of animals and Subaru, I posted on Instagram last week, or earlier this week, I guess it was, our Subaru sales manager, Dave Mitchell, caught 2 birds in the showroom and was able to release them, and they flew away and seemed happy and okay. I don't know how it happened. Usually, we've had a bird in the showroom before, right? We leave the front doors open sometimes when we're moving cars in and out, so birds just get in. This was the first time I've ever seen 2 in our showroom at the same time. And they seem to go where our stairwell is, where that stairwell is kind of how I get up to my office and down to the showroom, obviously, and the marketing team. And anybody in the finance office, basically through the front of the building. So for whatever reason, both of these birds were in that stairwell. And I think I was coming upstairs back to my office, and I heard the wings kind of flapping, and I knew that it was happening again because last time it happened. And let me preface it by saying I do not like birds. I do not like being around birds. I guess I'm kind of scared that they're going to fly into me and attack me. It's very, very dramatic, by the way, but I'm not a fan of birds. And once I heard the wings flapping in there, I knew that there was a bird in there with me. So I ran up the steps, and then I saw the second bird. So there's 2 of them they were kind of trying to like get out. They were banging up against the glass. They were trying to fly. It was a very scary situation for me, being trapped in there with two birds. So basically, I think I ended up running down the one flight of stairs back into the Subaru showroom, and I got Dave Mitchell because I knew he caught the birds last time. He has no fear of birds. Dave is a wonderful animal lover as well. So I got him. I told him, you got to get rid of these birds. You got to get them out of here, get them to safety. And sure enough, he did. He was able to catch one in the stairwell, let it out. And then the other one actually flew over the top of the stairwell wall and into our showroom and went into our Subaru the Subaru campsite where we have our pet accessories set up right now. So he had to go into there and catch the other bird. And sure enough, he did. Got it, cupped it in his hands and got him out safely. So that was a fun little day we had there with that. Everybody had a good laugh. We got some good pictures of Dave holding the birds in his hand, so we posted that. So that was an interesting happening that I hope happens a lot less and really doesn't happen that often to begin with. But I always seem to find the birds in the stairwell. For whatever reason, I always get caught in the stairwell with the birds. Sticking with Subaru, we did get a nice shipment of 2021 Subaru Ascents in. So we posted about that. We took a nice picture of the lineup. For whatever reason, that model has been coming in a lot. They've been selling really well. Obviously, it's a very, very popular, large SUV from Subaru. So we've gotten some of them in. That we sold a ton of them. I think we got them in 2 or 3 days ago, and we've already sold half of them that we got in. So these things move quick, as I've been talking about a lot on this podcast. Inventory right now is it's insane, and it's moving quick. So Subaru is, not the only one out there. Obviously, I've talked about it with Ford. It's across the country. It's across all brands, all makes and models. And Subaru's been hit pretty hard with it recently with, some of their smaller SUVs, really. The Crosstrek and the Forester have been hit pretty hard in terms of lack of inventory throughout the country. So it was just nice to see a bunch of these Ascents come in. So if you were waiting for one of these Ascents, waiting for a larger SUV, we do have some in. Obviously, call for availability first because, again, these things, sometimes they move quicker than I could post. On the Ford side, we got in an Escape Hybrid, which is a very sought out vehicle because there was very, very few of them made. And with the pandemic and the production issues and the delays and everything, we got a couple of them in, early last year. They sold right away. We've kind of gotten in, onesies and twosies here and there, but we got one in. We put it on the showroom floor. I literally saw it. I was like, okay, I got to get my team or myself to take pictures of this to post it. This is great. I went upstairs. A couple hours later, I went back down to the showroom and it was gone already. Like, I'm not even like exaggerating, not even trying, to sell the inventory issue more than it already is. That's how fast these vehicles are moving, and it's insane. So I didn't even get a chance to post about the Escape Hybrid. If we get another one and I can time it right and get it online, we will. Sticking with the Ford side, my last update for Ford, really, we have 3 ROUSH trucks that we got in, which is fantastic. So we're just kind of waiting to get them cleaned up from the transport truck, and then we'll get pictures online. I believe 2 of them are ROUSH F-150s. I think one of them sold, but one of them still available. And then the third ROUSH truck we got in is a ROUSH Super Duty. So I think that's our first ROUSH Super Duty that we've gotten in. So that's very exciting, and we'll be posting about that either today or early next week. So if you're interested in specialty trucks, performance trucks, ROUSH trucks, look out for that because we did get 3 of them in. But like I said, one of them is definitely sold already, and it wouldn't surprise me if one or the other one gets snatched up, during the weekend, because again, that's how quick things are moving. Wanted to give an update too for our auto group in general. Pretty big news for our auto group. We sold All American Mazda in brick, so it's officially closed. It was a Mazda dealership that we've had since, I believe, 2015. We got it, part of the deal when we purchased Weissleiter Ford and Weissleiter Mazda, which obviously became All American Ford in Point Pleasant and All American Mazda in brick. So we've sold off the Mazda location to Pine Belt Enterprises Auto Group. Pine Belt is an auto group in Lakewood, New Jersey, so close to down there. in Brick and Ocean County in general. So I started to post. I posted on our Google My Business. We're going to send an email out to the customers. Closing was yesterday, so I had to wait for closing to officially happen. But our staff has been telling customers throughout the month, and service customers and sales customers and stuff like that. So basically, Pine Belt bought it. They're going to be moving that location closer to their other Lakewood dealerships. I did post the phone numbers for Pine Belt Mazda now. So if anybody has any Mazda needs that has purchased from our auto group before, that's kind of the location that we'll be dealing with our service customers and stuff like that. So again, pretty big news that happened yesterday. That's why it's been so crazy for some of us here. Me in particular, my father pulled me into a lot of the closing stuff, which was great to learn about. And now it's one less dealership for us to kind of worry about and push out content for and stuff like that. So frees me up a little bit. It was a good sale, I think, for both sides. Helped us, helped Pine Belt. They wanted a Mazda store, I guess. So worked out. So that's the auto group news. And then talked about the pet event. That's our next big event in October. And then our second next big event in October will be the Jimmy Allen concert, October 17th. I've been talking about it on each podcast episode. Tickets are on sale, obviously. We've sold over 300 tickets, which is fantastic. The ticket donations benefit Jar of Hope. So that's great. We do have just 200 tickets left. So we're more than halfway there. And we have about, 17 days until the concert. So exciting stuff. So go on oldbridgeconcertforhope.com. And that's how you buy your tickets. The general admission is just $25. And like I said, it's 100% donation to Jar of Hope and supporting the cause to find a cure for Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So we look forward to that concert with Jimmy Allen, and I'll definitely talk about it more on next week's episode. Thanks, everyone.